Hello, my friends, and welcome in. My name is Claudia, and it is an honor to get to be here with you for this really resonant practice. And for today, the topic, the class, the theme, the exploration is that of working with anxiety. And as you may be very well noticing for yourself, there are many different reasons that you might be experiencing this unsettling effect. The overwhelm, the intensity, the anxiety. So for today's practice, we're going to take 30 minutes to observe where you're at, to shift your mind, and to uplift your energy. So let's come to find the ground. Come to meet me in a seat. And you can just begin to find that rooted, rounded place of arrival. It's probably going to take a second, right? Get out all of the fidgeting, all of the adjusting, all of the neuroses. But then when you're ready to consciously settle your systems, you'll place your less dominant hand on your lap and then place your more dominant hand on top of that hand and just allow the thumbs to touch. Close down the eyes. And now, with your eyes closed, you'll simply start by just noticing how you're stepping in. Noticing if there's a thought, or if there are many thoughts circulating, anticipating through the mind. Just notice how you're feeling in your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body. Maybe there's these stirs of worry or expectations or trepidations. And just tune into how you're coming in. You take a good look, you take a good picture. And then we understand that really it's just your body. It's your mind, how it moves, which is unique to how you think. And those thoughts are unique to the things that you believe. And those beliefs are unique to every experience that you've ever had during this lifetime. What we're doing during this practice is pulling the layers back to discover who we are underneath all of the noise. And let's begin to add a little bit more noise to the breath. Take a full breath in through the nose. And then part the lips and usher that breath out. Breath as this pump. Let's do that again. Breathe. Tenderly, lovingly breathe out. Indulge in your breath. One more cycle. Inhale. Exhale. All right, now let's just stay with the breath. You'll open your eyes and let's have you just come forwards, come through into a tabletop pose. And then as we start to arrive, as we start to land, you're just going to pitter-patter the hands from side to side. Maybe turn the fingertips to face the sides of the mat, or maybe even to face the knees. And then you're just going to start to move your body in different directions. A little shift and a shuffle. Move things around. Get things circulating and mobilizing. So take the reins for the next few moments. Do whatever needs to be done. Now, one of my favorite definitions of yoga is that it can take something so wild and it can bring it into divine service. It takes your monkey mind that puppy mind that can be so neurotic, right, and erratic, and it brings it into service. Now, one of the greatest acts of self-care is service. So as you build your heart today, as you build your soul, and as you unravel some of that stuff, as we move, as we breathe, as we circulate, you're only going to keep projecting out into the world as the most potent person that is magnetic, that operates from this place of love, of kindness, that is enriched. So let's really give ourselves over to this practice today. Now, once you finish just grooving through whatever you have just been moving through, we're going to meet with the hips restacked over your knees, and we'll move ourselves through into puppy dog pose. So walk your hands forwards and then drop your forehead downwards. So physically, we are going to work into the back line of the body, the chest cavity, and also the latissimus dorsi muscles. But then mentally, emotionally, we're dropping into this place of stillness, where you can just feel exactly what needs to be felt. Hear what needs to be heard. Say what needs to be said. If not here, where? If not now, when? If not you, who? Now breathe from that deepest place within you. Full breath in. Full breath out. Okay, start to melt your hips all the way back towards your heels. We'll move through into Balasana child's pose. So you might even want to readjust your knees slightly, extend your arms, and I want you to keep this action of trying to pull the third eye, the brain, the center of your forehead down to the ground. And from here, you might even want to roll the forehead from side to side. Feeling that sweet sense of release, my friends. That sweet sense of relief. So much of our days are spent managing information. And sometimes we don't always give ourselves time to process that information. And then, like a bubble under ice, that information can remain inside the mind, inside the body. And our bodies are really good at adapting and moving forwards, even in extremely hard and stressful situations, because we have this ability to store this information. But what that means is that we can get build-up. We can get this residue of these old thoughts and emotions and patterns. So today's practice is a practice of really just like giving ourselves a bit more space. And take a spacious breath in. Full breath out. All right, now from here we'll start to move ourselves back forwards into all fours, a tabletop position. And then from there, let's have you lift yourself into down dog. So press through the knuckles, the tips of the toes, and the hips back, and keep the knees soft and buoyant so you can create a little bit more length through that lower lumbar part of the back. Breathe in, lengthen the breath. Breathe out. All right, now from here you're going to look forwards, walk the feet forwards to the top of the mat, and take this slowly. We don't want to turn this practice into another rat race that is life. So easy does it. One big observation, one big introspection, this practice today. So once you get to the top of the mat, you can bend the knees, you can sway from side to side, massaging through the back body, the adrenals, the kidneys, those stress hormones, and just noticing any internal dialogue, that internal narrative. Noticing how sometimes it can be expressed through the physicality. Just notice what you notice. All right, now let's start to move ourselves all the way to stand. And like you've put yourself on a slower speed right now. So take your sweet time. Eventually your head is going to lift up, your shoulders are going to pull back and down. Now we're going to work into a breath practice. It's going to be very short and sweet, but it's a real nice opportunity for you to shift the mind and move into a more uplifted energy. So it's a 3-part inhale and then 1 deep, expansive exhale. And it kind of looks like you're constructing an orchestra. So I'm going to do it with you, and then we'll pick up rhythm and movement, and maybe you kind of go on your own little ride, your own little journey. So to start, you're going to take a breath in, lift your arms up. Breathe in, lift the arms over to the side. Inhale, extend the arms back up. Now as you exhale, bend into the knees and fold over the legs. Sigh from the mouth. All right, let's do that again. So breathe in, arms up. Breathe in, arms to the side. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale to fold. And again, in, X. Breathe, breathe, breathe. X, that's it. So find that rhythm now, and you can take this as fast or as slow as you like. But I want you to put some real emphasis on the exhalation. This is your invitation to really tune in, to clear out, to release that stagnation, those things that might have been accumulating from your days, your weeks, your months, this stuff that we hold on to that we might not even be aware of. This is your opportunity to release all of that whilst filling up with goodness, with light, with aliveness, with love, with kindness. Oftentimes we can look for things that are outside of us, but what you're searching for is inside of you. And it's been there this entire time, and this practice is a way to find it. All right, last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now roll yourself all the way to stand. Take your hands to your body. Close your eyes with your hands on your body. Just feel, notice, observe, and then observe your breath. Let's just smooth out the texture of it. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. All right, let's keep things moving up. So as you inhale, extend your arms up, ascending, lifting qualities, raising that vibration, that frequency. As you exhale, fold into yourself. From your forward fold, halfway lift, spine nice and long. Exhale into a high plank. From high plank, shift yourself slightly forwards, breathe in. We'll lower the knees, chest, chin as you breathe out. Inhale into a back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, press them forwards, and then lift the right leg up and back as you inhale. As you exhale, I want you to bend your right knee, open your hip, look under your right armpit, and try to suction the right heel towards the glute. Good. Now as you breathe in, re-extend the right hamstring. As you breathe out, bring the right knee in towards the nose and step the right foot in between the hands. Now lower your left heel down and find that your right heel lines up with the inside of your left arch. From here, we're going to windmill the arms open through Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Just pause here and really tap into the presence, the power of this shape. Feel the grounding energy of the feet rooting into the mat, and then let that move and circulate and aerate throughout your entire physicality. Take a breath in, see if you can sit deeper into that front knee. Breathe out and sustain the shape. Okay, good. Now flip the right palm, reach it forwards and then up and backwards. We're going to move into reverse warrior. Now I want you to reach your left arm around your back, and that hand is just going to grab for your pants, your top, your hip, your quad, wherever is in reach. Now continue to reach that right knee forwards and send the right arm backwards. So you're stretching out the right side of your waist right now. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. You're going to straighten your right leg out. Listen, keep the bind of your left arm. Spin the right toes now to face the long side of the mat. Fold over your legs, and the right hand is going to cup the calf of the left leg. Now, reestablish your connection to your hip girdle. What tends to happen is we just sass the weight over into that left side. So you're going to equalize the weight, pull through the right hip, and then turn and churn from your navel center. Maybe you can look over that left shoulder. We breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now you're going to reposition right hand in line with left foot. Turn all 10 toes now to face the back of the mat. Bend your left knee a lot and reach your left arm all the way forwards and upwards. So you're in this twisted lunge shape, and we're going to add in some circular motions through this left shoulder. So take a breath in, reach left hand high. As you breathe out, extend the left arm back behind you. And then as you inhale, start to track and trace the left arm forwards. And then exhale, bring it all the way up. So we'll do 2 more cycles like that. It's a very slow and steady movement. Breathe in, left arm elevates. Breathe out, left arm moves back. Inhale, send it forwards. Exhale, upwards. 1 more. Pause in your twisted lunge. Breathe in, lift the left arm higher. Breathe out, send it back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, upwards. Good. Pause here. Take 1 more breath in and reach the left arm even higher. As you breathe out, reposition the left hand to the ground and step yourself into a high plank position from here. Squeeze through the inner seams of your thighs. Shift yourself slightly forwards. Breathe in. Let's lower to the knees, the chest, the chin. Breathe out. We don't want to induce any more stress today. Take yourself through cobra pose. Inhale. Keep the elbows wrapped in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Project the hips up and back. Really indulge in your breath. Let it comb through the fibers of your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bathing in that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Let it almost be like a little micro dose. Inhale. Exhale. Left side. Shoot the left foot high. Breathe. As you breathe out, bend the knee and open your hip. I want you to really start to turn towards the left, so you're looking under the armpit, but then bring some awareness into that left heel. It's moving towards the glute, like you're lifting the left knee towards your roof. Now as you breathe in, re-extend the hamstring, square off your hips. Exhale, pull the left thigh in towards the chest, and then step the left foot in between your thumbs, your hands. From here, the right heel comes down. You find that alignment where the left heel lines up with the inside arch of the right foot. Press through the knife edge of the right foot, and then open your arms up, warrior 2. Pause here. Allow the left knee to really externally rotate over your pinky toe. Sit deep, open wide, and then breathe long. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's have you turn that left hand around, send it on forwards, and then reach it up and back. Reverse your warrior. Again, the right arm is going to wrap around your body, your back, and just let it reach for wherever is accessible. Now keep that commitment to the bend in the left knee. And then keep the left hand reaching back. And then by design, you'll feel even more stretch to the left side of your body. Now stretch out your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Straighten out left leg from here. Spin the left toes now to face the long side of the mat. You can pigeon toe the feet in. You fold over the legs and the left hand reaches for your right calf. This should feel good and medicinal. So with your hands on your body, you use that collection to twist through the front body. You start to take your gaze over your right shoulder. Big breath in here. Breathe out and twist. Find even more depth. All right, left hand all the way to the top of the mat. Spin those feet. So now we're facing back forwards. Bend your right knee. Reach your right arm up. We've got those spiralizations through the right shoulder and the right arm. So to prepare, we take an inhale, right arm like an arrow north. As you exhale, send it back behind you. Inhale forwards. Exhale upwards. Like you're stirring a big pot nice and slowly. Breathe in, arrive. Breathe out, send it back. A big elixir. Inhale forwards. Exhale upwards. Last one. Inhale, arrive and lift. Exhale back. Inhale, bring it on through. Exhale, send it on up. Inhale, arrive and lift. Exhale, gather the hand back to the ground. Step yourself into high plank. From high plank, shift forwards and then lower, knees, chest, chin. Take yourself on a ride through into a back bend as you inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, sweet souls, we are going to work into a second round, and for this round, we add some more to it. Inhale, look forwards, breathe in. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're simply just following the breath. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up, hands up high. Exhale, fold into yourself. Sometimes we just need to simplify, don't we? Halfway, breathe in. High plank position, breathe out. Inhale, shift forwards. As you exhale, you can drop your knees or maybe full chaturanga now, bending into the elbows. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Your choice, you choose, whatever feels best. Exhale, downward facing dog. Best for your being in this moment. Let the poses, let the shapes serve you. Let them serve your soul. Inhale, right leg's going back, breathe. As you breathe out, bend your knee and open your hip. So this is layer one. Just come back to what is going to serve you, what is going to raise you. Maybe you wish to stay. Or you can drop the right foot behind you now and flip your dog into wild thing. You open the front line of your body and you reach the right arm up and back. Keep projecting through your hips and softening through your scalp. We'll take a half breath in. Exhale, unravel, uncurl, connect the right hand back to the ground, pivot onto the ball of the left foot, and then re-extend your right leg high. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, foot forwards. Straight into warrior two as you breathe in. As you breathe out, reverse your warrior. Add in the bind, left arm around the back. Now straighten your right leg as you inhale. Exhale, turn the toes to long side of the mat and fold. Right hand reaches for left calf. So I'm always going to give you different options. The first layer is a great base to be in if you just simply want to observe and stretch and assimilate. The second base, you play around. So for this round, we're going to bring the hands to the ground. You're going to walk your hands slightly forwards. We're going to play with a few spinal rolls. So you'll start to breathe in and roll, ripple the back forwards, come into almost like a halfway lift with the spine. And then as you exhale, bend your knees a lot and shimmy the hips all the way back and up. So you're almost snaking the body through. And again, inhale, you roll forwards. Exhale, we're pushing back. We'll do one more, breathe. Almost manipulating and moving your own energy right now. Exhale, land back in. Now reposition your right hand to the back of the mat in line with your left foot. Bend your left knee and reach your left arm up. Same as before, layer one. Layer two, we're going to pull in on our strength. You're going to turn your toes to the long side of the mat, the left. So notice how I come onto the knife edge of that back foot. Now from here, I push the right hand down and step the left foot to meet the right foot. Lift through the hips. You're in a side plank position. We're going to hold for 3. Stay with it, not only physically, but mentally. Last 2. On 1, high plank. You did it. You made it. From high plank, shift forwards. Full vinyasa, chaturanga. Into a back bend. Breathe. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Slow inhale. Let it simmer through your nervous system. Deep exhale. Breathe. Breathe out. One more. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Here we are, the final round. Enjoy. Send that left leg back as you breathe in. As you breathe out, you bend the knee and open your hip. So right now you can stay open in the hip girdle, or we move into Wild Thing and we open the hips as well as opening the heart. So drop the left foot lightly behind you and open through the heart. In Latin, heart is translated to cur, which is where courage has been adapted from. So allow this shape to get really courageous. Take a courageous breath into your body. As you breathe out, bring the left hand back down, spin onto the ball of the right foot, send the left leg high into a 3-legged dog. Breathe in. Left knee is coming in and the left foot is moving forwards as you breathe out. Into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale. Exhale, reverse, and add in the bind. Right arm around the back. Left arm reaches over. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Turn the toes to face alongside of the mat and fold. Left hand grabs right calf. Again, you can twist here, you can dissipate, you can dislodge and decode some of that density through your spinal columns. Or maybe you want to come back into those ripples, those pulsations. Or maybe you're feeling like really flipping your perspective today and getting yourself upside down. In which case we can move into a tripod headstand from here. It requires a degree of flexibility, so the feet are going to have to move out wider so the head can come down to the ground. Now you're going to bring your hands under your shoulders, bend into the elbows, they're at this 90-degree angle, grip through the ground, and then start to bring the knees towards the forearms, heels towards the glutes. From here you might be able to extend the legs up, squeeze through the thighs, lift through the toes, keep the back body stacked and the elbows coming in. We're going to hold for 3, 2, on 1, facilitate your descent down. Well done. And then let's take it all the way back to the front of the mat. Left hand in line with the right foot, bend your right knee, extend your right arm up. Options. Here is 1. Option 2, your toes go to the right now. You're moving onto the nice knife edge of that left foot. Option 3, you step the right foot on top of the left. We move into this side plank. You strengthen, you lengthen, you hold. 3, lift through the right outer hip. Last 2, pull in the left side of your body. On 1, drop the right hand. It's your final vinyasa for this practice. Shift forwards and then lower. Urdhva Mukha, back bend, open yourself up. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog, and then drop to your knees. Take Balasana, child's pose, or you can just come to sit on your heels and bring your hands to your body. Absorb all that you have just cultivated and curated. Let's just bask in those electric and magnetic sensations. Feel your body. Feel your energy. Feel yourself, how you've become more ignited, more uplifted, more re-energized, more renewed. Now let's rest, let's restore, let's fully relax. You're going to release your hands. You're going to shift yourself back forwards into all fours position. Now from here, we're going to come into a deer pose. It's a little funky to get into this, but we'll take our time. So you're going to pick up your right knee and then swivel your right heel over to the left. Now just drop onto that right hip, and then we'll maneuver the legs from here. So your right shin is going to come parallel to the front of the mat, and the left knee is going to come in line with your left hip. Now the left shin will be in alignment with the long side of the mat. Anchor through this left hip and lift up your chest. So you should be able now to look at your legs and see that they're both in this 90-90 shape, this 90-degree shape, okay? Now from here, we'll take a breath in and lift through the chest. As you breathe out, you're going to walk your hands forwards and fold over that right leg. Come down onto your forearms. If you wanted to increase this stretch through your left hip flexor, then you can walk yourself over to the right. And now just allow everything to fully fold and to drop. Even if I'm not doing just that, I don't quite have the space right now. Whilst you're in your own cozy container, let yourself be in a supportive nest right now. Nuzzle in. Allow the unpacking to take place. And just like, sometimes we don't know how heavy a suitcase is until after you picked it up and you're like, whew, there is a lot of stuff in there. It's like when we start moving and we don't realize how much excess baggage we've been storing. So let's just go through it. We can start to consciously choose what it is that we need, what you don't need, what serves, what doesn't, what helps, what harms. And make sure you take a few sighs and flutters and flubbers so you're not repeating that pattern of just coping, of holding, of suppressing things down. Breathe with me. Inhale. Breathe out. All right, let's start to walk the hands through center. You're going to lift up your chest. Now, the best way to get into this on the second set is just to turn to the long side of your mat, lift your knees up, and then just drop your knees over to the left. And then by design, you should be in the exact same shape, but now facing the back of your mat. So if not, just readjust the shins, find the 90 degrees with the knee joints, keep that right hip grounded, and then lift up your chest. Breathe in. As you breathe out, walk your hands forwards, and then maybe turn yourself over to the left so you can increase the depth of the twist, of the shape, of the stretch. And close your eyes. Notice what you notice. It really doesn't take long after slowing down to notice how turbulent the mind can be. Let's continue just looking at what helps, what harms, what serves, what supports, what drags us down, what disconnects us, what turns us off, what turns us on. Get comfortable with that dismantling that needs to occur, with the unpacking that needs to take place, so that you can be more free, so that you can be light. Take a long, luxurious breath in. Deep breath out. And then we'll start to come on out. So bring your chest to face back forwards. If you moved it, lift up your chest. And then from here, you're just going to swing the right leg to meet the left. So you're probably facing the back of your mat. That's all good. Bend into your knees. Place your hands behind your legs. And then you'll start to roll your body down. You're going to allow your entire body to fully surrender. And when you think you've surrendered, you surrender some more. There's a line from this book that I love. The book is called A Course of Miracles. And it says, those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait, and wait without anxiety. And that level of certainty is available to all of us when we just trust, when we get quiet, when we listen, when we surrender, when we shift, so that we can uplift. And let yourself rest in this container for a few moments. Tenderness, that you would wake a sleeping child, begin to reawaken your body. Just tap your thumbs against each one of your fingers, spread your toes, and then pitter-patter them forwards and backwards. Allow those movements to eventually turn into something more primal, primordial. Give yourself a big yawn, waking up with this love and kindness and openness. Now allow the knees to come in. Drop the knees over to one side or the other, and then press yourself up into a seat. And let's sit tall together where we can allow the hands to meet. Bowing your chin towards your chest as this sign that you've crossed over that bridge today. From thinking into feeling. From intellectualizing to experiencing. From your head into your heart. And may you lead from your heart throughout the rest of this day. And as I bow to you, I say namaste. Thank you for your practice, my friends. May we move and think and speak from this place of kindness, even when it feels hard. Sending you all lots of love, and I'll see you when I see you.